So the Atlanta Falcons are obviously preparing themselves for the NFL draft. What's going on, people? This is your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys with yet another Atlanta Falcons video. All right, so if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tell your friend to come chat Falcons football with you, boy. All right, so gotta give a shout out to my home girl Sandra. How ya doing? Appreciate it. She actually gave me this screenshot, kind of gave me an idea. This is something a lot of you guys are probably wondering in regards to myself and who I personally believe the Atlanta Falcons are going to draft. And one of the things that I've always stated, it's like, look, y'all know how I really feel about Raheem Morris, all right? I don't think it's a secret at this motherfucking point, okay? There's no secret of how I feel about Raheem. Does that mean I'm going to give up on him? Does it mean that the Atlanta Falcons, I don't want him to quote-unquote get it right? Absolutely, I want to get it right, all right? So when you look at Raheem, one of the things I look at and when I'm doing my research as far as players concerned, I look at where he says as a coach the types of players that he wants. And on the defensive line, he always says, and he said this the first year when he came back from being the defensive coordinator for the Rams, the Rams, he stated that that he wants guys with length. He wants guys with athleticism. He wants guys with size. And when you look at a guy like Mykel Williams, okay, Mykel Williams, he fits the bill perfectly, all right? I don't think, if you look at most of the prospects that's in this particular draft, I think if there's anyone that fits the bill perfectly for the Atlanta Falcons, I think it's Mykel Williams, all right? And I'm talking about just as a defensive lineman. You look at what the Falcons have currently on this roster. We got a guy like Brandon Dooley, Taquan Graham, Zach Harrison is another guy, Ruke Orororo. All these guys are about 6. These are some big dudes, all right? These guys with size, length, and it reminds me of a lot. You know, you can kind of go, you can say that they're kind of Calais Campbellish, if you will. You can say that these guys are a lot like the former defensive linemen, 2 former defensive linemen for the Atlanta Falcons going back to the Super Bowl year, and Rashid Hageman, guys like Adrian Claiborne. These guys fit the bill. And if you look at the Atlanta Falcons, and Raheem Morris, obviously he has the history of bringing in guys with that, all right, and working with guys like that. That's why we end up getting a guy like Adrian Claiborne, the same guy that put up 6 sacks against the Dallas Cowboys. We brought him in, and he did a wonderful job. But he fits the bill perfectly. But when you look at Mykel Williams, man, I think this could be a sleeper pick for the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of players, a lot of fans, they want the Falcons to fit in, and that idea, and that, I guess that wish list, they want to fulfill that wish list, and having a Georgia player that is extremely talented. And if you look at him being a recruit in college, he definitely fits the bill. So for me personally, man, I'ma just say this for the Atlanta Falcons. You look at Mykel Williams, I think you gotta pay close attention to him, because if the Atlanta Falcons end up trading down from that 15th spot, a guy like Mykel Williams, man, I'm telling you, he's definitely gonna be one of those guys. Obviously, we got guys like Mike Green, and I'll do a video on that. If you guys want it, just leave the comment in the comment section to do a video on Mike Williams if you want my opinion. But I'm telling you, pay close attention to Mykel Williams, all right? We may be getting the Georgia Bulldog, and there's a couple of them that like y'all know for sure that I'm interested in. But do not don't take your eyes off like a guy like Mykel Williams, who's projected to be a first-round pick anyway. This dude has the size, he has the athleticism, and we know he had the fundamentals playing with Kirby Smart. So let me know what you guys think about that. This has been your boy, man, Mike, and will you congratulate or bring a guy in like Mykel Williams? Peace. Quarterback fans out there, check out this video on the screen. It is me answering the question on whether or not Deion Sanders will pull a Eli Manning and not allow his son to go to the team that drafted him. Let me know what you guys think about that. So check out the video and leave a comment.